Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my Fast 5 Fridays. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 eyeshadow brushes from the drugstore. This is actually a recommendation on one of my previous Fast 5 Friday videos. Someone suggested I do affordable eyeshadow brushes, so that's what I'm doing today. And before I get started, I also just want to let you guys know that I started a new Instagram page. I do have my personal Instagram page, which is just the Chris Cam, but I started a new one for beauty and makeup solely. I didn't want to mix my personal with my beauty and makeup related stuff, so my new Instagram page is just the Chris Glam, and I will put it here for you guys if you want to check that out. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy. It's pretty easy for me to narrow down my top 5 like must-have eyeshadow brushes. It's pretty easy because these are the ones that I feel like are necessary in people's makeup collections, especially if you're into eyeshadow. I feel like these brushes are pretty essential, and these are also the ones I tend to grab the most often, which is why they were easy to pick out, because I know what I like to grab in the morning when I'm in a rush. This one is the Ecotools dual-ended eyeshadow brush. It came in a pack of 2, but this is the dual-ended one with the fluffy end and then the smudger end. This is my go-to brush in the morning. I basically use the fluffy brush to blend shadow onto my lid, into my crease, and I use the other end to line my eyes. Also for my lower lash line, this is basically all I use on my lower lash line in the morning. It's really easy, it smudges things out really nicely. And I love dual-ended brushes because you kind of get 2 bangs for your buck in a way, so I find those really convenient. It's also good for traveling. You don't have to take as many brushes with. So this is definitely a must-have in my collection, and I think a lot of other people will find this really helpful as well. The next one was the second brush that came in that Ecotools pack, and this is basically a flat shader brush, and the other end is a angled eyeliner brush. This one I don't use as often, but I feel like when I create eyeshadow looks, this is another really great one to have. Both of these Ecotools brushes pick up a lot of eyeshadow. They blend things out really nicely. Shading end is really great for packing shadow onto the lid. And the angled side is really nice for lining your eyes if you're not really into eyeliner and you're more comfortable using like a black eyeshadow. This is really handy. It's also really good for the lower lash line as well. The next brush is, I feel like, one of the most important ones in anybody's collection, and this is a fluffy crease brush. This one is actually from Morphe. This is the MB23, and I love this one for blending shadow and buffing shadow into my crease. It's super soft, it's super fluffy, it's not really dense at all, but it does pick up enough product. I feel like everyone needs some kind of blending brush. Ecotools one is really good as well, but it is a lot smaller than this one, so that's why I like having both of these. This is for more precise crease blending, and this is for really buffing out and getting a very blown out crease. Pretty good quality. It hasn't shed on me. I've had it for over a year now and it's perfectly fine, so love it. Honestly, I feel like with these 3 brushes you have a complete eye look. Technically there's 6 brushes because of the Ecotools ones, but I do want to share with you guys 2 more brushes because this is the top 5. These ones I don't feel like are essential, but they are nice to have. The first one is this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I think this is just called their eyeshadow brush. It's from their $1 line. This one is so good for packing shadow right onto your lid. If you want that very intense pop of color on your lid, this brush is the way to go. It's a lot stiffer and denser than the Ecotools one I was showing you earlier, so it does pack a little bit more punch. It picks up shadow really well. Whenever I want to apply a very like metallic shade to my lid, this is the brush I grab. It just applies it way more intense and way more vibrant. So if you like packing shadow onto your lid and you want the best effect, I think this e.l.f. one is a really great option to have in your collection. And last up, like I said, it's not essential, but I think it's nice to have, especially if you're into cream eyeshadows. So I do have quite a few of the Maybelline color tattoo pots, like the little cream eyeshadows. I do have some other cream eyeshadows as well. When I am applying a thicker cream eyeshadow, this is the brush I like to use, and this is the Real Techniques domed eyeshadow brush. I think you can only purchase this one in a set. I could be wrong, but when I purchased it, I had to buy like a set to get it. I think this is a really great brush, so if you can find it alone, if you want the set, I would really recommend it. This one is so good for blending out cream eyeshadows. It's not really dense, but it just seems to blend things out a lot easier than if I was using something like the Ecotools ones. It's big enough that it just blends things into your crease really nicely, well enough that it works for your lid as well. So if you have room to spare and you want something to blend out those creams, this is the brush I would recommend. So those are all of my top 5 eyeshadow brushes from the drugstore. I feel like with these 5 brushes, you can create any eyeshadow look you want. I just think these are the best eyeshadow brushes that I own, and these are the ones I would recommend. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave any suggestions for another Fast 5 Friday down below if you have any. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!